Dolores.
I want you to track her down and kill her.
Who is the real villain of Westworld Season 3? This week's episode of Westworld finally explored Vincent Cassel's mysterious character Engarad Serac. We got the closest look yet at this season's villain? We know how Serac became the most powerful human in Westworld's real world, but whether he's a good guy or a bad guy, that's still tough to pin down.
He's the one who controls the real world. You know, he has the data from everybody. Nobody knows anything about him. He's really like a mastermind trying to save the world from itself without the world knowing.
He's the Wizard of Oz.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Genre: the 5th episode of Westworld's 3rd season uses flashbacks to show us how Serac came into his power. Through the invention and development of Rehoboam, that big Death Star looking thing that can predict everyone's future. Ciroc built Rehoboam with his brother. As kids, their family perished in a nuclear attack on Paris. The experience drove the brothers to try and create a better world by developing what would eventually become Rehoboam. By feeding Rehoboam all of the world's raw data, Serac hoped to map out all of humanity's future for it, without its knowledge or consent. Serac seems like less of a straightforward villain and more akin to someone like Adrian Veidt from Watchmen. He sees humanity as the biggest threat to itself, so he devises a way to protect it from destroying itself. Instead of Veidt's giant squid, Serac has Rehoboam. In theory, Serac's ultimate goal is to avert mankind's extinction, and like Veidt, he doesn't mind breaking whatever eggs he has to break to achieve that goal. So does that make him good or evil? What would Serac wear, a white hat or a black hat?
Definitely grey. Anyway, I never really believed in white and black.
What's your name?
Caleb. Caleb Nichols.
You're a good man, Caleb. The less you know about me, the better.
A good chunk of this episode follows Aaron Paul's Caleb, who is exactly the kind of person who gets screwed over by Serac's master plan. The reality built by Rehoboam for Caleb is a bleak one, and once Dolores makes Caleb aware of it, he jumps on board her revolution to destroy the order Serac created.
It's very much a big story point in season 3, and how beings are being controlled within the park, and also is society being controlled by the bigger umbrella. Do you really have a say in the matter? Do any of us have a say in the matter, or are we just sort of a puppet?
Which brings us to Dolores, who seriously disrupts Serac's orderly world by sending Rehoboam's predictions about everyone to everyone in the world. As a result, chaos spikes across the globe, and having all of the world's data inside Rehoboam makes it pretty easy for a killer android who can copy herself to go find it and take control of it.
If we've consolidated all of our power into just a few places in the future, and we have the most powerful AI, which is Dolores, and the most conscious AI, of course she would make copies of herself and then infiltrate every one of these sort of powerful places and that have the most powerful people and access to all of the information.
Something the show hasn't shown us much of yet is how Dolores' plan, using copies of herself and now Bernard and Stubbs, also requires them to blindly follow loops she established for them. The show follows Dolores' journey like she's a hero, but isn't she just as guilty as Serac in trying to manipulate and control others for her own ends?
Why can't I be myself? Like you? Because I trust you. We all have our role to play.
What did you think of this episode? Who's the real bad guy for season 3? Serac or Dolores? Let's hear your take in the comments below. And anyway, thanks for watching, and now that you're all caught up, check out how Westworld revealed Dolores' master plan. And remember to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.